Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fair ball in the end zone with a receiver.
On play action, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll run for the first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
They'll run with ETN.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement.
Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Second and 6. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right side completes to Mechie.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Pierce. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jerry Jeudy,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
On second down, ETN once more.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On third down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
40 yards rushing now. 8 carries for him so far.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
ETN once more. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That drive's going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They'll look to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Now Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Tua Tagovailoa, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see that...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Handoff on the option to Singletary.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. They run here with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
He shifts past him, and he's got this down to the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Bryant has it. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence
got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. They missed a field goal on that last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Singletary to get the drive started.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, they stick with Singletary, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the...
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now ETN to start. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and this is going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A little juke, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Singletary again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.